deep, dark confessions almost brings me to tears because I'm a single mum, so it's my fault. I didn't want to get the snip. Mothers being blamed. I'm not doing enough. Hey guys, welcome to today's video. It's very fitting that BetterHelp is sponsoring this type of video because we are going to be talking about some pretty deep, dark confessions that you guys have sent in about being a parent to an autistic child. BetterHelp is the largest online counseling service where you have access to over 20,000 licensed therapists. You fill out a questionnaire and this enables BetterHelp to assess your needs and match you to the right therapist for you. Once you've been matched, then you message your therapist, and the beauty of this is that you can do it conveniently from your phone or your computer. It really makes it so convenient to a very busy lifestyle, which I know a lot of us lead. I've been using BetterHelp for the past little while. I've found that going into seeing a therapist has just been too much for my plate. The beauty of it is you can be anonymous. You can either video chat, phone call, or you can even just text message the therapist, whatever you choose. The first few sessions, I just messaged the therapist and then I built up my confidence to then talk on the phone. My social anxiety was taking over and was not letting me book in a therapist session. So I definitely encourage you guys to just chat to someone, vent to someone. Definitely go check out BetterHelp. I have a 10% discount for you guys today, so if you use the link down in the description, it should give you 10% off. Especially as parents to autistic children, we go through a lot more than the average person. That's not to say it's only a negative thing, but I do know there are challenges. I do know there are negative aspects. We also need to put ourselves to the top of priority list, look after our mental health in order to look after our families. So let's get on with the video. Now, I didn't think I was going to film this as a video. I thought I was just going to be doing it on Instagram, but what I ended up doing was I went on Instagram stories and I asked you guys to give me some confessions. Honestly, I've seen people do this before on Instagram and they've gotten some really funny ones, some really out there ones, some really different types of confessions. Honestly, my inbox was full of deep, dark confessions. And it's not to say they're wrong or anything. No way am I saying that. I am saying that the confessions were heartbreaking. Most of them were to do with being a parent to an autistic child. And I know that making it an anonymous thing helped you guys come out of your shells and actually bring forward emotions that you are actually feeling. I think in today's day and age, it's so hard to come out and be like, I'm struggling with my autistic child. I'm struggling because number one, society tells us, it's the autistic person who's struggling a lot. We should be focusing on that. When yes, that is true, but also it's the family around them and whoever is the caregiver are affected as well. And I just truly think that there are emotions attached. There are lots of things going on in your life, and if you need to seek help for that, definitely do that. And I'm here to tell you, it's hard sometimes. I experience hard times as well, and my mental health has been affected, and that is why I've sought help. And I want you guys to know all of those confessions are valid. I think sometimes people think that if they say things like that out loud, it's like we're blaming our child or we're putting the blame on them and their challenges. And in no way is that true. It just means that there are things that are going on for our children that affect us as well. I dare say anyone that's watching this video, comment down below the little hand emoji if you found something hard about this life. I mean, I don't think there's anyone that can truly say it's all happy rainbows and lollipops and all of those things. Let's not talk too much. Let's go into the confessions. This is a trigger warning. Some of these confessions are pretty deep. So if you aren't feeling like listening to things like that, then definitely don't watch this video, but I'm going to go ahead and start them. A common one was, I'm gutted with guilt that somehow I caused this. Do you know how many people feel the same way? Because I got so many messages of people confessing this, and I felt this as well. It's such a common emotion to feel when you first get that diagnosis, even later on when you get after getting diagnosed. I want you guys to know that there is nothing that you did to cause your child's autism. I'm gonna say that again so it really like instills, but there's nothing that you did to cause autism. There is absolutely no research to that, and I know that doesn't stop the feeling from coming, but I know that it helps to hear that from someone. So I hope that by me telling you guys that today, you feel some kind of peace. We definitely went through that. You know, you have people talking about vaccinations, you have people talking about pregnancy complications, and every appointment we've been to, it's always been, oh, was the pregnancy normal? You know, I just think that that's not necessary. Let me know if you've ever experienced any of these feelings that come across. This one breaks my heart. This almost brings me to tears. I'm 2 months behind rent because I'm a single mum, and I'm not working because my autistic child needs lots of therapy and has lots of needs. To say how many times I have encountered people or messaged people or talked to people on here that truly, like, their lives are so affected and their livelihoods are so affected by their child needing extra support and their government not stepping up and giving the adequate support. That breaks my heart because I'm a married mum who has an autistic child and I still struggle. I am so incredibly lucky that I have this platform that I'm now earning a little bit of money from, but without this I would not be able to. And all of the hats go off to you working parents who are somehow able to navigate working and having an autistic child with lots of support needs. Some people find it easy, most people find it hard. The amount of people that I encounter that have to create some kind of creative way that they can earn money while still staying home with their children. It astounds me that the government hasn't stepped up to help as much as they should. And like things like school holidays programs and after school programs, they're just not adequate. There just needs to be more support to enable parents to work. It severely breaks my heart for all of the single parents out there. You guys are the strong ones. I don't know how you do it, and I know it doesn't help by me saying that to you. I really want you to know that you guys are so strong. I'm sorry that you have to experience what you do and experience the hurdles and the challenges that come along the way. So many parents talking to me about having to leave their job because it just doesn't fit in with their lives, and it is so heartbreaking. I don't know if you guys have had to leave a job, or has this affected your job in any way? Let me know down in the comments. My husband tells me that our son has no behaviors for him. I'm the only one, so it's my fault. This is another common one, and it's to do with mothers being blamed for things. And someone sent me on Instagram the Coke bottle effect. I'll put it up here somewhere, but it's to do with a child being masking the entire day when they're at school or with another person that they're not fully comfortable with. They'll often mask and hold down all their feelings like a Coke bottle, and it's shaking up throughout the day. And once they're at home with their safe person, their mum, their dad, whoever that may be, once they're home with their safe person, it erupts because they are home. They can show their true selves, they can show their true emotions, let it all out and get support. And I just feel like it's often turned the other way, that parents get blamed for that. Just this comment, the husband was saying that the behaviors are her fault, and in no way are they your fault. It just means that your child is fully comfortable with you. They're most safe with you. They are trusting you with their feelings, and that should be a beautiful thing. And in no way is that the behaviors are your fault kind of thing. I experienced that too. Jacob is very attached to me and very comfortable with me. He'll go out with people and he'll be completely fine. And you won't see that things are affecting him throughout the day. Sometimes you do, but most of the time you don't. And once he comes home, he lets it all out. Often a meltdown. And a lot of people don't understand that because they don't see it. They don't see it and they're not there. So you guys know. If you know, then you know in yourself that nothing is the matter and your child is completely safe with you. This was a common one too, and it's that I'm not doing enough, which will lead to my little guy not having the best chance in life. I think we can all say that we're not doing enough. I think that every single parent out there feels like they're not doing enough. But I think the very fact that you're worried about not doing enough means that you probably are doing enough. And I don't think we can do everything for our child or children. I think it's also important that we remember that we are not the therapists. We can help with strategies, we can implement things at home, but we have to remember that we are the parents first, and that's why we hire therapists. You know, it's very important that you love your child, and that is your role. Your role is to love them and to keep them healthy and safe. And if you're doing those things and you're trying to the best of your ability to do those things, then you're doing it. We can't all do everything. And I think sometimes when I come on here and I talk about various things that we do with Jacob, a lot of you say, I wish I could do that. I wish I had the time to do that. I wish I had the energy to do that. Seriously, there's been so many years even that I was simply surviving because there was so much going on, no sleep, challenging behaviors, meltdowns all the time. It's so easy to be wrapped up in the fact that you're not doing enough when you actually are. Our kids don't need every single strategy. They just need to be happy and healthy and safe. And if you're working towards that for your child, then you're doing everything you can. My husband didn't want to get the snip because it would hurt too much, and we fell pregnant again. Both children are high needs, and I have dropped everything for them whilst his life hasn't changed. I am so sorry to hear that. The thought of your husband not respecting your decision, not respecting the fact that you've just birthed a kid, he's not willing enough to do that for you. I'm so sorry. It's so hard for me to predict like what your life is like. You know, it may be amazing and whatever, and he just simply doesn't want to have a vasectomy. But I think that vasectomies are super easy these days. They are quick, and recovery is very quick and less painful than a lot of people expect. Obviously, we are so happy to have our children, but if you had made that decision to only have one child, yeah, he really put you out that decision, didn't he? I'm sorry. Any words of advice down below for any of these confessions? I am not the right person to be responding to these. I'm just simply sharing them so that we all feel less alone. I'm gonna do one more. The last one is a really nice one. It's your posts and your page has made me feel validated and like I'm not alone as a parent to an autistic child. This makes me so happy. And I didn't really say it to like blabber on about myself, but I say it because it's so nice to receive the feedback that all the work I put into this stuff really gets appreciated and it's actually effective in your lives. Like I love hearing, like the other day someone told me that they did like a strategy that I used or something like that, and they were really happy because it really helped, or they went to a specific service that I recommended and they, you know, got so much out of it for their child and came back to me. When you guys come back to me and give me that feedback, that is beautiful. That is all I need. The amount of support that autism parents receive is not enough. And that is what my page is all about. It's not even support really, it's to just share the journey and so that you don't feel alone and to validate your feelings like these confessions that you've made. I hope that I do that for you guys. I'd love for you guys to share down below what you've like felt validated about, like from watching me. And before my battery dies, I quickly want to say, I'm going to put up all the different confessions that there were. These are all anonymous. No names are being put on these confessions. They're all valid. They're all important to note. If you feel any of these feelings, please feel validated that you are not alone in this journey. And that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much to BetterHelp for sponsoring it. And if you want to check them out, go to the link in my description. It has the discount attached to it. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.